Over the weekend, I actually went to Dubai to have a feel of what is really going on, or what's really happening in the in the city itself. If you have been in Dubai for some time, then this place should be familiar. Being on the grounds and also being on the internet, a lot also happened on the internet. Whereas I saw one beautiful lady, I don't know if she's a Kenyan, if she's a Ugandan or whatnot, and I also chanced upon various videos that show that people are being evicted from their rooms and their houses here in the UAE because they are living in Bedspaces and then partitions. If you do not know, the UAE has laws pertaining accommodation here in the country that governs each and every company and individuals working in the company. Now, before we delve into the teachings or the lecture of the day, let's listen to our sister here.
Africans in UAE, what is going on regarding partition space in UAE now? I'm seeing videos about partition space being scattered, being tarnished, saying that partition space is no longer allowed in UAE. Is it true? What is going on? How are we gonna cope? Like, some of you are happy saying, oh, no more money, no more duk, no more knocking in bed space. But wait, let's be realistic. How are we gonna cope? How are some average African gonna cope? Those persons who are earning 1.5, earning 2K. How do you expect them to go and get a full room? No. It's like, it is not funny. No, it's not funny. Like, I want to know, because where I'm staying, I've not heard about it before. So I want to understand, is it real? Is it happening that no more partition space in Sharjah? Or where did I even see? Like, is it true? What's going on? This is not something to be happy about. This is something to be sad, because this is going to affect many people. How many persons can take a full room? How many persons can afford paying 1.5, 2K in a month? How many persons? Of course not. So now, if they are saying no more partition space anymore, what is the solution for that? Like, I'm lost. Are they going to say every company needs to provide room for their employers, for their employees, or what? So those persons who were being sent out to pack out from those partition space, where are they staying now? Where are they staying? On the streets? No, this is serious. So, because as it happened there now, very soon now, it will be all over. It will be all over. Some person earn 1,000 dirhams, 1.5. How can they go and take full room? Even some person that are earning 4K, 5K, full room, how? You all should stop laughing. No, it is not funny, because I'm just seeing it today and say, what is going on? No more partition space. I saw a video whereby they were scattering the partition space. People are happy that, oh, no more knocking. Is everything all about knock? You senseless people, you don't have brain. How are we gonna survive? How are some people gonna survive? Some people who okay, if they will say no more partition space, okay, let them increase salary to like 5K, 6K salary. Okay, at least someone cannot go and take a full room of 2K. It makes sense. But someone earning 1K, 1.5, how can they go and take a full room? Like, is it just me? Like, I don't understand. Is this real? Oh my God.
When you go to the comment section, a lot is happening. People are like, they should really increase our salary if they want to remove partitions. It makes sense. Zanki also came to reply, don't sign a contract with less salary. Okay, another person also says, my company needs workers, please. Okay, someone also says, dear me. Okay, someone also says, truly, they are being inconsiderate. They need to increase people's salary. Majority of people don't earn up to 2,000 dirhams. Okay, 2 people can take one room for 1,500 or 1,600. Another person also says, I keep on telling people it's common sense for people to come together, rent a room, save more money, and live freely without bunk beds. It's just common sense. This also makes sense. They should think on people who are earning small salary under 3,000 dirhams. Okay, another person also says, even with 3,000, how are you going to see room for 1,500 dirhams? Where? Because I need it. Okay, someone also says some of them brought it upon themselves. They keep making videos complaining of how they live in UAE in bunk beds. Now UAE government removed it. Okay, someone also says we are staying on the streets of Union. Another person also says people are making rent very expensive by doing partition business. Let people join together and rent a room. Another person also says ask them this scatter, make them tell employers to increase salaries of workers doing menial jobs. Menial jobs. Okay, real patience young. Go to your company accommodation there. If you want knack, go to hotel, baby girl. Great. The UAE is a very beautiful place to live and work. No doubt about that. But if you want to live life to a point where you would feel like a king here in the country, you would need to be earning somewhere more than 5,000 dirhams. This is something most of the people I have seen commenting on the internet do not know. I don't know if they are intentionally acting blindly or they are only following what people are saying on the internet, or they just don't want to talk about the reality on the ground. Now, the UAE has rules governing labor accommodations. I'll share my screen with you and then we learn something from here. This is actually the portal of the UAE government. In fact, you can even sign in with your UAE pass if you want to have all the rules and regulations here in the country. Now, labor accommodation. Establishments that have 50 or more workers must provide accommodation to its workers if their wages are less than 1,500 dirhams per month. See, I am not making up this story. It is inscribed in their labor laws that if you are earning less than 1,500 dirhams, your company is supposed to provide you an accommodation. Accommodations must be well lit, air conditioned, and well ventilated. Each worker should be allocated at least 3 square meters of space. Guidelines from the ministry provide detailed specifications for bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchens, and dining rooms. There should be a medical service room, a prayer room, and a laundry room too. Ministerial Resolution number 44 of 2022 regarding occupational health and safety and labor accommodation mentions that establishments with 50 or more workers where each worker earns less than 1,500 per month must provide accommodation for its workers. Further, establishments must register in the accommodation system of Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation and ensure the validity of the information entered. The accommodation must comply with the requirements of labor housing specified in the Cabinet Resolution number 13 of 2009 regarding the guidelines to general standards for collective labor housing and its amenities, and Ministerial Decree number 212 of 2014 approving the general standards manual for group labor accommodations housing less than 500 laborers. Housing units should be designed and equipped in a way that guarantees an acceptable level of comfort and safety. Here are the specifications relating to bedrooms. Number 1, the area allocated for each person should not be less than 3 square meters. The maximum number allowed for one bedroom ranges from 8 to 10 persons, whilst maintaining commitment to the area allocated to each person, which is the 3 meters square or 3 square meters each. Bro, so you see where the problem is coming from. Our people, our landlords here who have bed space and partitions can overhaul people like they keep more than necessary people in their rooms, all in the name of making more money. Number 4 is a bed space should be available for each worker, even during working hours. That is, even if you are at work, your bed should be empty. There shouldn't be an instance where people will be running shift on a bed, like this goes to work and then the other comes from work and sleep on the same bed with you. No, your bed is your bed. At any point in time that you need your bed, you should have access to your bed. Number 5 is each worker must be provided with a bed, side table, and a lockable cupboard of 2 meters height. That is rule number 5. But this is the rule. Even though some employers do not abide by these rules, it is the rule, it is the law that is being stipulated to govern workers here in the country. Number 6 says distance between each bed should not be less than 36 inches from all sides. The height of the bed must not be less than 12 inches. In case of bunk beds, the distance between each bed from all sides should not be less than 48 inches from all sides, provided that the distance between the upper and lower beds is not less than 27 inches. 3 bunk beds are not allowed. But your landlord they do 3 bunk beds. 1, 2, 3. If you watch my previous or subsequent video, you would see that the lady who was said to have come to the UAE to job hunt went to a bed space where 2 other beds were on top of her. This is not allowed. It's illegal. So imagine if a policeman comes into the accommodation or comes into the room and then sees such things, bro, nobody would really allow that to happen in their country. Shoe racks must be fixed at the entrance of each room so that workers can keep their shoes outside the bedroom. Stoves and washing machines are not allowed to be used in the bedrooms. This reminds me of my own accommodation. These stoves and washing machines are not allowed to be used in the bedrooms, yet there are no kitchens provided. There's one video that it's a whole topic that I am going to handle one of these days. Like, some of the labor camps or the accommodations do not really abide by these rules, which you can report, but at a point or at some instances when you report, it becomes really null and void. Nothing really happens. This is what I always tell people here on the channel. If you are moving to a country and you want to stay there and have your peace of mind, you should be law abiding. These are part of the laws that you should know when moving to the UAE. Now, if you are moving to the UAE, you should also know that if there is no crime, if nothing had happened in your building, or if nothing had happened in the room that you live in and it is a bed space or a partition, trust me, no policeman is coming there to crack down unless there is some form of illegality, like smoking of weeds, like all these narcotic drugs, alcohol, fighting, death, some serious illness that can lead to ambulances rushing to the vicinity to conduct their operations, and then they find out that, oh, this place is actually not a good place for such amount of people or such number of people to live. There and then the police comes in to investigate. Other than that, most people are living in bed spaces and then partitions as I speak now, and nobody has confronted them. That is also not to say it is legal for you to live in a bed space or partition. It is really illegal for such business or such accommodation system to run or operate in the country, especially when the people who are operating the bed space or partition system are not abiding by these said rules and regulations. Therefore, it is true, it could be true, or it could be that all these people who are being evacuated or being evicted from their rooms might have encountered some form of illegalities in their space, or perhaps something happened that called for police involvement, and then they were finally confronted or interrogated over why they have such number of people in the accommodation. Now, I see lots of people saying that in case they want to crack down on bed space and partitions, then they should increase salaries. But the question is, how many people are working here in this country that have valid certifications or have certificates that can meet the standard of the working ethics or the working system here in the country? Perhaps if you have a good certificate, or if you have better education, you can earn more here in the country and live comfortably as you want. Okay, so you saying the government should increase salaries and stuff like that, well, you are right to say that, but this is what the law also says. If a company provides, or if a company pays you less than 1,500, they are supposed to provide you with accommodation. So you should know this and know peace. This is the little I just want to talk about. Don't come and insult me. I am just saying, I'm also stating the obvious, and then also telling you that these laws are being enshrined in their rules and regulations. Now, this is not the first time the police is cracking down on illegal housings or accommodation. It's been there since time immemorial. If you want your salary to be increased, just try and upgrade yourself. Do well to get some certifications and stuff like that. See, Dubai is beautiful. In as much as I do not condone, or I do not like to educate people or tell people to move from their home countries, Dubai is a very good place to start something, like start a life. But if you have something better doing in your home country, better stay there. Now, if you are coming into the UAE and you think you are coming to live a better life, just learn from these videos. You are not coming here to live in one of those skyscrapers as perceptions we had back in the day. Back in 2018, I thought I was coming to the UAE and I would be sleeping in one of these skyscrapers. Even though I sleep in a story building, I don't sleep in one of those skyscrapers. There's nothing to be scared about. Yes, it is happening, but people are still living in the system and they are in such rooms. Okay, so yeah, until we meet again, I hope you stay safe, stay out of trouble, and be good. See you on the next one.